Okay, so today we're going to go a little bit deeper and a little bit more into telling what happens before and after a change, and if it was a physical and chemical change. And what the standard reads is you can summarize the properties of original materials and the new materials formed to demonstrate that a change has occurred. All that means is I can tell you the properties before I change something, and I can tell you the properties after I change something, and I can tell you if it was a physical or a chemical change. Okay, so right now let's just take some deep breaths and let's practice doing this together. Inhale as the ball goes up, hold it in, and exhale as the ball goes down. Let's do it one more time. Inhale as the ball goes up, and get ready to let it out and exhale. Hopefully, at this point, you're taking some deep breaths and you're able to be in this moment and just focus on what's in front of you, just focus on this video, and just focus on what's coming, okay? Now, after this, you will be able to show that matter has gone through a physical or a chemical change, and you'll be able to tell the difference between the two. So, there are clues that we can look for to tell if a change was physical or if it was chemical. So, these are clues. What you want to look for is a bunch of them together at once. So sometimes you might see one and you'll go, "Oh, I think that was a physical change because this happened." Well, no, you might want to look a little deeper. Okay, so make sure you see a number of these together. For example, for physical change, we change the physical properties like its look or its feel or its size. But another clue is that it's still the same after that change. Also, with the physical change, it can be reversed or undone. And it involves a lot of times dissolving or mixing. It's physical. Even though you can't see it really anymore in its regular form, we've just changed the form. It's still the same thing. So, for example, this bread I have, if I were to cut the bread or slice it, I'm changing the size and the shape of the bread, but it's still bread. It's still bread. Now, this can't be reversed or undone, but these other clues are all here. Okay, we changed physical properties. It's still the same after it changed. It's still bread. And it involves mixing or dissolving. So we're breaking or separating it, right? Chemical changes, we change the chemical properties like its atoms down to an atom level, and we change how it behaves. A new substance is formed after you change it. So something new comes out of the change. With a chemical change, it cannot be reversed or undone. A lot of times, chemical changes involve fire, and when you have a chemical change, it might produce a color or a gas, or you might feel heat from it. It might produce heat, and a smell or an odor is produced. So, a lot of times, this last one, I think about cooking, or if you burn something, burning things has a specific smell. You can tell if something's burning. Okay. Now, so in this case, we have toast, but in this time, it's been burned. Okay, or it's been toasted. You can't unburn the toast. So that's this clue. Okay. Is it a new substance after? Yeah. If you burn it enough, you'll have ash. Okay. It involves heat. Heat is produced, and there is a smell or an odor if we were to burn this toast. All those clues all together let me know that was a chemical change. Now, here are some other clues or signs of chemical changes. Changes color. For example, a green tomato turning red, or a cake getting baked brown in the oven, or egg frying. A different odor, change in temperature, bubbles forming, giving off gas or gases. And that last one, a new solid is formed. For example, rust, if something rusts. These are your clues for chemical change. So if you're struggling with telling, go ahead and rewind this video back and pause it right here to look at the clues for chemical change. Here are your clues again for physical changes. These are all clues or examples for physical changes. If it involves any of these things, nothing new was made. Okay? What I want you to do now is I want you to go back to your Canvas page, go to the presentation, and get ready for your practice for this lesson.